flag. Folks, this could be bedlam here in the arena. Oh my God! Close your eyes. Mothers, send your children to their rooms. There we go. Oh my God, look at this. The money clip out of nowhere. Welcome to Midnight Mayhem, folks. We have got this match already underway, folks, because we have no time to spare on this episode of Midnight Mayhem. Folks, we have got two great matchups. Zane Dawson against Jason Ramos right here, and Zane Dawson just taking it to Ramos. Look at that, Brock.
He is, and that is some kind of move the big guy's got right there. You just see him flinging him around right now, coming with the, oh, goodness, boot to the side of the shoulder. Oh, and then forearm, oh.
Well, I mean, you see Zane Dawson on our show multiple times throughout the past month. Zane Dawson is a man with no conscience here on Midnight Mayhem, folks. He is a man that has done every cheap shot in the book to Casey McKnight. And you know who he's not impressing?
Harold Britt.
Harold Britt.
Definitely not, because Harold is not his fan right now. Going for the quick cover right now. Oh, and then Ramos getting out of it right there. And Harold Britt, I would say, hate's a strong word, but you see Harold in the background. He hates Zane.
I believe he said, and I quote from Harold Britt, Zane is a daggone dirty Dawson.
Daggone dirty Dawson. His vocabulary is unmatched, Harold Britt there, and it's fantastic. And he always gives these wrestlers, gives them their due, but he also gives them, shoves them down a notch if you say so.
Well, Harold Britt, he's got a way with alliteration. So does Dave Dawson. So think of that. Dave Dawson coming up next against Casey McKnight, a big matchup for that ACPW heavyweight title. But folks, right now the action is right here in the ring. Zane Dawson is getting a gutful of Jason Ramos right now, taking Zane Dawson for the ride. Zane Dawson, a little bit smarter than that, taking Ramos down on that left shoulder.
Working that left shoulder. You saw it with first with the pole, now with the cover. 1, 2. Oh, Ramos. I don't know how he got out of that because his arm looks like it's about to fall off.
Mincemeat.
Mincemeat. Oh, and he's going right back at it.
Look at this. A variation of an overhand top wrist lock, almost like a hammer lock right here, just working the tendons of every bit. He's probably going to break a bursa sac. You know that?
Oh, just look at him digging at the nose right now. Not good. I would be safe to say that Ramos is not a flexible guy. I doubt he does yoga, so it doesn't look like it'd be any kind of place or spot Ramos wants to be in right now.
It doesn't look like Ramos is going to be giving up his lunch money to that big bad bully right there, Zane Dawson.
The doggone Dawson. That's what it is, to be honest with you. And right now, he's going to go for a ride a little bit. Oh, no, there it goes. Zane getting a forearm right to the head. Oh,
Jason getting the eyes ripped out a little bit by Zane Dawson. Zane Dawson knows all the different cheap shots. As we've seen, he's taken it out on Casey McKnight over the past few months. Casey McKnight has met his match, or has he? We'll find out June 2nd as perhaps that title is hanging by a thread.
It is, and to be honest with you, on June 2nd, who's he facing? I don't even know. Tell me.
Casey McKnight and Zane Dawson, my friend.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
I'm
scared.
Oh, this is that clause that has been coming into play. Last time we saw Zane Dawson and Casey McKnight in the ring, Zane Dawson beat Casey McKnight. But this next time,
it's going to be a title match.
It's going to be a title match.
Oh, my goodness gracious. You impress me every night on Midnight Mayhem, and then right now, you just keep impressing me even more. And look who's impressing me right now. It's Ramos. Giving Zane a ride up, coming back with the 2.
Oh, a big Bruiser Brody-like boot right there, folks. Zane Dawson, a man that knows how to use his appendages. He can give you a lariat out of nowhere, a big boot out of nowhere. This man is a wild man in the ring.
He is a walking, ticking time bomb, and right now, it's about to go boom on Mr. Jason Ramos.
There, look at him, he's just slapping him around like he owes him money. I mean, that is just not something that a human being with any compassion would do. But thank God he's fighting back right now.
He's fighting back. Ramos is getting his due in right now, and he's coming. Hopefully he can get something going right here.
And look, Zane Dawson able to go under that big back body drop right there. And folks, it looks like it is out. Oh, did you hear him? He said, I'm calling that I'm going to the top rope.
Going to, what is he, Babe Ruth, calling the shots right now? Giving everybody the show?
Well, not quite the top rope. Zane's maybe a little bit scared of heights. He's saying, yeah, I'll stay at the middle rope.
It's coming down. How hard it is. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Ramos got out the way. Those knees can't be feeling swell right now for the big man.
A smart move by Ramos. Ramos may have a little bit of edge right here. He might not be the fastest guy in the ring, but he might have some brains compared to Zane Dawson. Look at that! Nice move by Ramos.
Ramos got up in air. I think his vertical leap was about 1.5 feet. That was fantastic. And Ramos got the cover right now. 1, 2, oh!
Not enough, but folks, he may not jump as high as some of our other wrestlers, but it landed, and that's all that counts, and it took down the wild man, Zane Dawson.
And you see Zane Dawson raking the eyes again of Ramos, and the ref's got to step in sooner or later.
He's a bully.
And get Zane out of this. Oh! Nice forearm shiver.
He's a bully. I mean, that's all you can say about Zane Dawson's character here. We've seen him turn on his brother. We've seen him turn on friends. Casey McKnight used to be a friend. Look at that, Ramos. All right.
Ramos getting the spear in right there. And, you know, this guy's impressing me, Aaron. I bring him back to Midnight Mayhem, that's for sure. Got the cover. 1, 2, oh! Getting up right there. Oh, man. You see him cover him like that. Man, just
Zane Dawson, it looks like he may be a little bit confused right now as to why his back is on that mat.
Oh, you know, it's just definitely, oh, who's going up the top ropes now calling a shot? Mr. Ramos. Oh!
Zane Dawson able to block that maneuver.
Too quick.
Zane Dawson, a man who's very smart, but aware what's going on in the ring. He's considered, and look, a kick to the face. Zane Dawson is not anything but persistent.
He definitely is. You see, Ramos. Oh, Jason Ramos. Nobody's home. In the belly buster right there.
Taking off that elbow pad, Zane Dawson only has one thing in mind, and that is that huge lariat that he does as his finishing maneuver. Look at him, just stalking his prey in the corner.
He's been doing curls. Look at that thing.
Oh! Where's his head? Where's Ichabod Crane's head right there? Because he is headless. Folks, Zane Dawson, your winner in this matchup. Folks, stay tuned. We've got a moment of perfection coming up next. I know how much you love those, Brock. But then after that, we've got Casey McKnight against Dave Dawson. Your two favorites. We'll be right back.
Definitely. Stay with us.
Welcome to Xavier Rush's Workout of Perfection. I just did like 1,000 burpees. I don't know if you guys saw that. But welcome to Xavier Rush's Workout of Perfection. First things first, you guys have to notice that you have to be properly attired. Take a good look at that. Notice I've got my workout gloves on, my headband, my skin-tight workout clothes. That's dry fit. Oh, yeah. And also notice I don't wear headphones. Why? Because why would I want to distract attention away from all of this? I need to be in the zone at all times. Why? Because I'm picture perfect. Now, after my 1,000 burpees, you can watch me lift this chain. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See how the gloves aren't creating calluses on my hands? Oh, yeah. I'm going to just sprint down here. And I'm going to lift this box! Well, you know, it's a perfect workout. So you're not going to do it every time. Because it's the practice that makes the perfect. This has been your Moment of Perfection with Xavier Rush. Not to be reproduced, rehands in any way whatsoever without the express written consent of Xavier Rush Inc.
This has been your Moment of Perfection with Xavier Rush.
Welcome back to Midnight Mayhem, folks. This is the main event tonight. Dave Dawson, the brother of the man we saw earlier tonight, Zane Dawson. Folks, we have got Dave Dawson against Casey McKnight, one of the top wrestlers in all of the Carolinas, and he is wearing the ACPW heavyweight belt. And it looks like Dave Dawson is ready to take that belt away from Casey McKnight.
He does, but you know what? You can shake all the limbs you want right now. You can shake all the ropes you want, I'm sorry, but Casey McKnight is a big rope to shave, and look at, goodness gracious, what is he eating?
Casey McKnight.
A child? Geez, off base. That's a lot of protein going into that arm, my friend.
Hugging Cheryl, shaking Harold's hand. Folks, this man is a politician here on Midnight Mayhem. Everybody loves him. Everybody wants to be around him. This man is greatness personified here on Midnight Mayhem. Casey McKnight, one of the best wrestlers we've had here on our show. And folks, he beat TNA's Gunner 2 weeks ago. I mean, what kind of credentials is that?
That is a great resume to put on. And folks, this resume is about to get deeper right after this.
Welcome back. A show of sportsmanship from Casey McKnight and Dave Dawson. These two men are friends. They have known each other for years and years and years. So, folks, I am expecting a clean matchup between the two. Casey McKnight being taken to the corner by Dave Dawson. Dave Dawson giving Casey McKnight that clean break, a show of sportsmanship.
Yeah, definitely right now. These guys go way back and best of friends through the longest of years. And right now, you see them tying right up again. These two big men are really getting at it right now.
Well, see, they respect each other. Look at that arm drag taken into a hammer lock by Dave Dawson. Dave Dawson has scouted out Casey McKnight from the past 10 years of their friendship. Casey McKnight able to roll out of that, go from behind, and Dave Dawson taking the ride with that fireman's carry. Look at that.
Oh, Dave's got the leg lock right there, scissor lock, and that was something else. These two boys are getting at it, and I would say, speaking of yoga, doesn't Casey do yoga?
I'm not sure if he does yoga. It looks like he does some kind of extracurricular activity coming in the weight room.
It does, and I tell you what, if you and him just don't stop making all that noise in the weight room, it's really starting to scare people.
Folks, whatever Brock Knox says is not true. Casey McKnight taking a drop toe hold into that wrist lock right there, able to bar the arm of Dave Dawson right here. Earlier we saw Dave Dawson's twin brother. In fact, his older brother by about 2 seconds. Earlier we saw Zane Dawson. Together they were a tag team to be messed with. Casey McKnight with the crossface right there. But as of recently, Brock Knox, they have grown apart.
The blood has separated, and these two guys have been feuding ever since, and it's quite sad, to be honest with you, because you never want to see two brothers, you know, in some kind of, feud and mishap with one another, and you want to see them, just get these and come to a crossroads. It hurts my feelings, to be honest with you.
Well, Brock, I mean, you've seen this weigh on the psyche of Dave Dawson. Zane Dawson, a man with no conscience. Dave Dawson, a man with feelings here. This man is a big rough and tumble guy, but he loves his brother, and he wants to give his brother the benefit of the doubt, but Zane is not having any of it. I mean, Zane has turned his back on Dave Dawson. Dave, I wouldn't say the lesser man. I'd say he's the better man, but folks, it's still weighing on him in the ring right now.
Yeah, that definitely does something. You got to be prepared mentally as well as physically right now, and it looks like, it is kind of weighing on Dave as we speak right now. What else is weighing on Dave is the forearm of Casey McKnight right on the shoulder, just trying to rip it off.
Casey McKnight with that standing wrist lock, working on the left wrist of Dave Dawson. Dave Dawson using his forearm as leverage to get out of this maneuver. Dave Dawson, a man who has been in the ring multiple times with Casey McKnight, but the thing is, they have two very distinct styles. Casey McKnight, the mat veteran, the mat-based wrestler that he is, and Dave Dawson, the brawler. But tonight, he's showing that he can do some mat wrestling and chain wrestling, if you will, with the best of them.
He definitely is getting in there and getting right into it. And speaking of getting into it, I saw you this weekend getting into whoa, hey, what was that? Kind of kick up by KC. That's some kind of move.
You see, when you're making jokes, you are completely oblivious to the fact that Casey McKnight is the best professional wrestler in all the Mid-Atlantic. Did you see him roll out of that arm reach by using his head? What kind of man is that?
I don't know, but that was quite impressive, to be honest. You see these two pushing each other back and forth like a couple 2-year-olds. What's going on right here? The friendship looks like it's kind of breaking off right now.
Dave Dawson, slamming Casey McKnight's head into that turnbuckle. And they are trading blows back and forth, back and forth. One's with the right hand, and one is with the European uppercut. Casey McKnight, a man known for his European uppercuts, trying to get out of the ring. Dave Dawson tries to escape, but Casey McKnight's still there, using that advantage right there to get Casey McKnight.
Right, kicked him right in the larynx, it looked like. It doesn't look good. Well, just working on those fingers. Oh, my goodness, slammed him right. Oh, my, that is not great padding, folks. That is hard mat that he just slammed his fingers on right now. Look at Dave just working the hand.
Casey McKnight getting that left hand and all those digits being worked on right now. Dave Dawson showing that that maybe that friendship's not as deep as I thought it was. Casey McKnight with a big knife-edge chop. And finished that off with that European uppercut. Dave Dawson kicking him in the gut. They are going back and forth, and he is right back to that wrist and fingers of Casey McKnight.
Just ripping him right now. If anybody, you just never good to, break a finger. It looks like it wouldn't hurt that much, but God, dog, you get your fingers all mashed up, never a good thing. Stub your toe, break your finger, never good.
Casey McKnight being pinned right here by Dave Dawson. Dave Dawson going straight back to those fingers. And if Casey McKnight does not have fingers, Casey McKnight, look at Dave Dawson, shades of Zane Dawson, biting the hand of Casey McKnight. I guess it's just the Dawson blood.
He is hungry, my friend, and Casey McKnight is on the bad end of it. It's just not very good like that. Stomping right on the left hand. Oh, my.
Dave Dawson taking it to Casey McKnight's hand, just working. If Casey McKnight doesn't have a hand, how's Casey McKnight gonna punch? How's Casey McKnight gonna do any kind of maneuvers here in the wrestling ring? Casey McKnight hurting right there.
How's Casey McKnight gonna hug you at the end of the night? That's the question.
That is the question. Casey McKnight with a big right hand, 2 right hands, 3 right hands, a forearm shiver, and Dave Dawson catching him by the arm. Dave Dawson going straight back to that arm. Casey McKnight feeling all the pain. That can take, if you don't have digits, I mean, what good are you?
You can't text on your phone, and if you can't do that, what are you good for anymore, to be honest with you?
Oh, speaking of which, I need to text my girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I saw you this weekend at Bagfest, and you were, and it was fantastic. So I saw you riding a hog, but then I realized you were just on top of your girlfriend. It was quite the scene, to be honest with you.
Listen, Brock Knox, she gets good gas mileage, and that's all that really matters in this kind of economy.
She is a diesel, folks.
Dave Dawson taking it to Casey McKnight, slamming Casey McKnight's left hand against the turnbuckle. Dave Dawson, shades of Frank Castle, the Punisher, right there, punishing Casey McKnight.
He is right now, just taking it. He's got the shirt on to prove it. And right now, Casey's going for a ride. Slam it down.
Big back body drop on the hand of Casey McKnight. No padding there, folks. Hooking the leg, 1, 2. Casey McKnight out of it. Now, you think Casey McKnight has had a very big string of huge bouts these past few months on Midnight Mayhem. Oh, look at that. Not even able to punch. What?
Casey is not looking well right now, and he's just going to work on the hand again, Dave. And Casey is down again. And you don't see Casey McKnight down so far, but maybe, this is sort of his Achilles heel. Get those fingers ripping and raring, and doesn't feel good. And I think that Dave's found something out, and maybe some of these other wrestlers can really use it to their advantage when they go against Casey McKnight.
Well, listen, like I was saying earlier, Casey McKnight has had a string of huge marquee matchups here on Midnight Mayhem. That's 4 M's in a row. And if it's an alliteration like that, things are big on Midnight Mayhem. Casey McKnight's taken on Ali Steele for multiple matches. He's taken on Zane Dawson for multiple matches. He's taken on TNA's Gunner. He has survived all of them.
That guy was huge.
This man is beat up and bruised right now. He is in a world of pain. I don't know how his body recovers from all these big matchups on Midnight Mayhem.
I think he gets an oil-down massage from you later in the evening. That's how he, there's lavender there. I've seen it, folks. It's quite the show.
Brock, when you give these kind of comments like this, 2 weeks ago, Casey McKnight put you in your place.
Potato, my friend.
Listen, and you can say this behind the commentating booth, but that man right there is a machine. He can take you out any day of the week.
You're probably right. There's a lot of people who couldn't take me out, but Casey McKnight is one and only, maybe.
Casey McKnight getting kicked in the face right there. Casey McKnight down and out, folks. Dave Dawson taking advantage of this. And 1, 2, still. Casey McKnight still up in this matchup. My man is in this matchup right now. Dave Dawson trying to come up with some different game plan because it doesn't look like that's seeming to work right now against the machine right there.
It doesn't look like it's working. I mean, the guy got a 2 count. What do you expect? He's been working on Casey McKnight, working on those fingers, and right now, oh, man, Casey
getting slammed on his hand again. Casey McKnight, I'm telling you, folks, and look, every time he punches, that could be a bone fragment coming off in his hand. That could be something that's not gonna heal. And I'm feeling that KC needs some time off.
He definitely does. I mean, the guy could use a vacation. You know, I could see you and him in the Bahamas, sipping
Listen,
on some fruit cocktail.
No, it's not enough. Casey McKnight with the German suplex right now. Casey McKnight with the alpha dog position right now. Casey McKnight, the only one still alive in this matchup. Dave Dawson, I think Dave Dawson's dead, if you ask me, after that huge German suplex. Dave Dawson's still alive.
He is alive, folks, and he's alive and well, to be honest with you. I tell you what, this guy is a scrapper. You know, oh, and he's got the lock. He's trying to get it with his fingers.
The crossface right there. What's creeping up in the background?
Who is that? Oh, my goodness, that is Zane Dawson, his brother. Oh, man.
Zane Dawson breaking up that maneuver right there. Zane Dawson, a big boot to Casey McKnight, clearing out the ring. And folks, brother versus brother.
Oh, what is going on?
I am confused as all get out right now. Zane Dawson beating up both in the ring. Zane, if you want a title match, just ask. Charlie Dreamer coming in, the newly married man, Charlie Dreamer, taking it to Zane Dawson.
He is. He's got some spirit about him. Oh, who is that? Xavier Rush?
And Cold Cash D.
Oh, Cold Cash D is making dollars and cents in here, my friends.
Bedlam. My God, Bedlam.
Quite the scene right here, and who's beating up who? I have no idea.
Folks, I am feeling something brewing right here.
Looks like Casey, Charlie, and Dave against Zane, Cold Cash, and Xavier Rush.
Folks, I am at a loss for words. Cold Cash D getting punched by 2 of my favorite wrestlers, 3 of my favorite wrestlers. Cold Cash D, one of my favorite wrestlers. I am torn. Folks, I have got an interview backstage with Casey McKnight here in a few seconds. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. June 2nd, you know you gotta be there.
Good night, folks. See you later.
Respect. You know, respect is something that's hard to come by in this business and professional wrestling. You go up and down the roads miles and miles and miles away from your family, away from your friends, and respect is something that is very hard to come by. But there is one man that I respect, and he took me to the limit tonight. Dave Dawson, 20 minutes you took me to the limit of that ring for my heavyweight championship, and you damn near broke my fingers. But that's okay, Dave, because I don't blame you, because I would have done the exact same thing to get the W. As much as I respect Dave, there's one man that I don't respect, and that man happens to be, coincidentally, his twin brother, Zane Dawson. Zane, you and I have had our battles. You know, I've never beat you technically. I've never got the pin on you. I've never got you to submit, and that's okay with me because in my mind and in my heart, I know that you're the toughest wrestler that I've ever faced. But Zane, when I say that you're the toughest wrestler, I want you to answer one thing for me. Why? Zane, why do you have to attack me from behind? To prove a point? There's no point that you have to prove to me. Zane Dawson, I know you're tough. I know you deserve a shot at my belt, and I know that you could be the very next ACPW heavyweight champion. So, Zane, all you have to do is ask. You know, since I was born, I've had to fight my whole life for anything I've ever wanted, anything I've ever needed. I've had to fight. 6 years old, I lived in a trailer park with my mom, and she barely could afford to keep food in my mouth. But we fought. You know, I went to high school, man. Every single day I went to high school, and I graduated high school, and I was top of my class, brother. 3.8 GPA, never missed one day of high school because I fought for what I wanted. And Zane Dawson, the exact same thing goes for you. Zane Dawson, you want a shot at my heavyweight championship? All you have to do is ask. And I promise you, Zane, you go around and you bully all these people around, you push them around. Zane, there's one guy that will push you back, and his name's Casey McKnight. And I promise you, Zane, I will fight you.
Oh, my! Broke the table in half!
I will tell.
Look at that! You only get that in alive a minute! Oh, devastating suplex! Folks, this could be bedlam here in the arena! Oh my God! Close your eyes. Mothers, send your children to their rooms.